What's up everybody and welcome to Dota DireTide. I uploaded one of these videos for Halloween and I thought let me do one where I actually commentate on it as well. Maybe give some more insight to how the game works and why we do what we do. So, for this game I decided to play with Snapfire. Recently it actually became one of my most favorite heroes to play with. I think the lizard is adorable and I think you can actually, it's a very versatile hero. You can go support ways or you can go carry wise depending on how the game goes. So in this game obviously we are going to do the carry style because we want to secure as much candy as we can and prevent the other enemy or prevent the enemy team from doing so. But also you have to note that in this game kills does not matter at all. Well, I wouldn't say it doesn't matter at all. It might delay the enemy from getting candy, and if they have a lot of candy then you can obviously try and steal it from them and etc, but the main goal of this game is to gather as much candy as possible and to gather more candy than the team. So how it basically works, you start off the game, you'll see with 5 heroes. We decided to split 2 top, 3 at the bottom, and the same seems to be going for the enemy team as well. You start with 40 candies in your stash and then the round begins. So every 5, 3 and I think it's 5, 3 and 1 minute or 2 minutes, cannot remember, the scarecrow will spawn. So obviously the teams will compete for this like so. I got stunned over there, but the teams will compete like so, and then you will get quite a few candies from doing so. So you'll see the Storm Spirit got the 9 candies in holds, and then also it drops a neutral item. So for every round there is, it will drop that level of
first blood
tier neutral items. Sorry. So for the first round, tier 1s, second round, tier 2s, and so on. The maximum amount of rounds there can be is 5 because it's a best out of 3 matchup. So the first team to 3, they will obviously win. But all is not lost because my very first game I ever played, we were 2-0 behind and we came back and won 3 in a row. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then I think from 4 minutes onwards, so 2 minutes into the game, Roshan starts walking around and he demands candy from you. So it varies between the teams, right? So he will start with, let's for example, the Radiant side, and then he will go to the Dire side. In the middle of the screen you will see the Roshan picture over there, and he actually shows you how much he needs. Otherwise you can just look at Roshan himself and he will actually be able to tell you how much he wants. So for instance now he's going to our team member Night Stalker and he wants 6 candies. Now what happens is if you have it, you give it to him, he's happy and he leaves you alone. If you don't give it to him or you don't have it, he will chase you down till the ends of the earth and he will kill you. There's nothing you can do. He will kill you. He becomes faster the longer it takes, and even if you're in your fountain, his damage is more than he. So, what then happens is after you've died, he curses your team. And then for a certain amount of time, you keep on losing HP for that whole period. So, for example now, it says Roshan is coming after me. So I'm gonna quickly run, see if I can get some candies. Alright, I have 5, he needs 4, so I'm safe. So you click on your candy tab here, you give it to him, and you see he's happy. Then he leaves you alone. So the little display icon there next to the high 5 is actually where you see how much candy you have. You can transfer it like so to someone else, and then you need to put it in your stash basically to secure that amount. Now it is not necessarily safe there Because if the enemy team destroys your little fountains, then they are able to steal it from your stash. So that's why it's important to defend the base as well. But, like I said, you'll see now on this team fight. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so there are 4 people. We're not gonna match up against that, so we're gonna just stay clear of that. Roshan is after Storm Spirit, demanding 5 candies, and oh, he actually had it. Okay, so we're safe. So you see all of the enemy team, they have 5, 5 and 3 right now. So if we kill them, then we can actually get those candies from them. So what, and obviously if you is in his way, he will trample you to death. Obviously, so now he wants 10 and he only has 3. So see what happens? He's not going to come after Tiny and beat the living crap out of him. But he died in time, so now he curses the enemy. So the enemy will now lose HP for remainder of the, not for the whole game, but it takes a little bit.
I'm in for it.
Right, but it's good to have good teamwork here as well, because you will have to, for example, I'm staying to defend the lane, where the Ember Spirit went and put it into the stash.
Well, heal.
So at the top you'll see we're at the moment 135 and they have 115 or 16. So that is our stash scores. The round is almost over, so obviously whoever has the most at the end of the round wins it. Not the whole game, just the one round. So there we go. 170 for 122. That was the score at the end of that match. So we won that one. But it's not to say that we are going to win all of them. So we still need to fight as much as we can. Try to stop the enemy from getting candies. And just work together as a team. I've played a lot of games where people, they try and go for kills more than anything else. And then end up losing anyway, because that's not the name of the game. You need candies to win. It doesn't matter if you have 100 kills. If the other team has more candies than you do, then obviously they're gonna win. XP and gold are all shared in this game as well, so you don't have to worry about, oh, but he's gonna get more kills, more gold than I am because of this. It is just one of those things. This is a team matchup, even more so than a normal matchup. So yeah, we will try our best to do this in this game as well. But you'll see the team and us and everyone keeps on rotating. This is the fountain I was talking about earlier. If they destroy that, then they have access to your stash. That big monster that's chasing them can actually do quite a bit of damage, and then also it has an ability called Fear. Much like, oh goodness, I forgot the character's name. The little one with the wisp, anyway. Dark Widow, that's the one. She also has the ability of chasing people away. It works basically the same way. So here, again, that was bad. Alright, so we forgot to keep an eye out on the Scarecrow, and they managed to get it.
I'll excuse your manners on account of culture.
But luckily, I managed to kill the Omni Knight, I mean the Drow Ranger, and I got her candies, so it's not a complete loss. So currently I have 15 candies. Also another thing to note that not a lot of people know is the more candies you have, the less health you have. It actually removes the percentage of health you have. So look what happens when I stash this now. My health will increase back to the amount it originally was. So if you think you fancy walking around with 30 candies, just making yourself a very easy target. They made it like that so that it gives a fair chance to all the teams to be able to actually get candies and defeat each other. And you don't have heroes that are walking around with 50 and they're untouchable or so forth. Also very important to note is, if you look at the top scores, there's a plus amount below it. That shows how much candies are currently on the field, held by your teammates or the enemy, that has not been secured as so I've had games before as well where people are sitting with 50 candies that has not been stashed and we lose a game because they didn't take it to the stash. So you need to be able to take it as much as you can and on a regular basis as well. But also keep an eye out on Roshan as well. You don't want him to curse you and just destroy your chances even further. But it's a strategic thing. Because sometimes you don't want to give him 12 candies because he can be a little bit greedy. You see, like now he's coming after me and he wants 3. So that's fine, I'll give him 3. But if he wants 13, I'm not going to give it to him. I will rather take the death and my enemy will be cursed. We'll just have to face him. So I gave Roshan his little gold. This guy thought he was going to be able to kill us, but surprise, surprise, my team was dead. So we managed to steal his candies as well. So what happens? We have another 12 candies we can... It's a very simple way of playing the game, or it's a very simple procedure you have to follow. But believe me, if you don't stick to the simple basics, you are not going to win a game. And like you can see, we're not necessarily walking away with this game either. The enemy team is very close to us. You can see now, for example, these guys are so focused on killing me, they are not focusing on the candies. And that's what will cost them the game. So I will just continue on trying to survive because I don't necessarily want to die, but that's fine. There we go. Also a thing to note in this is a lot of people that play the normal games tend to use the ultimates for team fights and stuff. In this game you can even use them to farm. It really is all up to the candies. You'll see as well I'm going for crazy items. It's just to basically help with the candy collection and all those things as well. For example, I went for a Sanjin Yashi here, not necessarily for the agility or strength gain, but mainly for the movement speed, because Snapfire is quite slow, as you all know. So I went for that item first, then I will go for Maelstrom for farm. But you can use your abilities for farming as well. You see, like that, my enemy pinged me, he asked me to give my candies I have to him, and then he will go to the stash. Ooh, and here's a drow, but I don't think I'm gonna make it out of here. I was just trying to help. Oh, there we go. I was trying to help Night Stalker, and there we go. Storm Spirit zooms in, and look at that. We killed Drow Ranger, I got the kill, and we have 12, he gave me his candies,
5 seconds.
and I gave it to Storm Spirit because the time is running out and we want as much as we can in there. He has the ability to zip through, so he made it possible for us. So again, 175 or 190. So we won 2 rounds now. Now it can either end in this round, or the enemy team can make a comeback. But we'll see what happens. It's always important to keep your eye on the clock. Make sure you bank as much candies as you can.
Round 3.
And just keep on farming for them. Don't worry so much about the kills. If the enemy heroes are in your way, then obviously deal with them or sort them out, but don't chase kills. It's not worth it. And this is what the enemy team currently do not understand. They are going for kills. For example, right now, I died basically, but they didn't gain anything from it. I didn't have any candy on me, and it basically didn't help them do anything. There's no scarecrow that they were fighting for, nothing, so it wasn't really worth it, you know? And that's what you need to remember as well. So I'm gonna come back, and then they have candies, not a lot, but I'm gonna pick these ones up, and then we can start with these ones. So they went invisible, so I'm not gonna chase them because why would I? Scarecrow stashes has been refreshed, so we will go for that. and I see the enemy team is coming to try and compete for it or contest for it as well, but we will just kill them all, that's fine. There we go. So now we just destroy that, and as you see you get the neutral item. So this was a level 3 or a tier 3 neutral item because we are in the third round.
On the prod.
I am just sticking with Night Stalker so that he doesn't get ganked, and we are moving to the bottom lane to help out a bit. As soon as you see one lane is under pressure and they're getting too close to your fountain and your jack-o'-lanterns maybe getting damaged, maybe just do an effort, or do the effort to come and help, because believe me, when you lose one of those towers, it's not fun. Right, so Roshan is coming after me, so I need that candy and then I can feed him. There we go. And don't think that you only have to do it for yourself. Oh, so you see here, they are going for a tower, so we are going to go and help. Yeah. But like I was saying, don't only feed Roshan when it's coming for you. Remember, if it's coming for your team and your teammate doesn't have it, you are still affected by the curse. It curses the whole team, so try and help them. Right, so the enemy team seems like they're doing a split push over here, but that is fine. We will get them. Our Ranger won't get away. There we go. Ooh, goodness.
Don't get confused as to which
Alright, so he didn't make it. Oh, and these jack-o'-lanterns are doing a lot of damage.
Protect what is yours.
Right. So I'm just gonna go back to the fountain and heal quickly. It works the same way. One thing I forgot to notice as well, to let you know about as well, guys, is that the shops. Obviously you have your shop at the fountain, but you also have 2 shops at each scarecrow. Not 2, but 1 at each scarecrow. So 2 extra shops. And if you, for instance, buy something, you can just go there to collect it, or you can just go there to buy it. Whatever works best for you.
Your enemy is unrelenting.
Alright, so Tiny is trying to get this fountain. He got it, but it's fine because we got him. And look at all the candy we got. They got a lot of the candy because they destroyed the fountain. But because I managed to kill Tiny, I got it instead. So we just secured ourselves quite a few little candies for our stash. There we go. So there's 2 minutes left. We need to keep on pushing and make sure the enemy cannot catch up with us.
Take their harvest.
No, it's afraid of no lady. Where are you gonna?
Ooh, and Tiny is here. Ooh, goodness.
What a kick! In you go.
Right, so I am gonna stop the chase. I will help where I can, but I'm not going to chase that far because I have quite a few bit of candies here, so I don't necessarily want to do that. So remember when I said Roshan normally wants a lot of candies? This is one of those cases. He wants 12. I will give it to him because we are in the final minute and I could actually afford it. But we're in the final minutes of the game and we can't really afford to be the whole team out or team wiped while the enemy team gathers candies.
Christmas.
So that is why I decided to give it to him. Under normal circumstances, if it was a bit earlier in the game, I would not have given it to him at all.
Hold on. Well, there ain't room for dessert.
Alright, he just walked right into that. They want to compete for the scarecrow, so what we will do is I will try and get the scarecrow.
What a kick.
But I don't think this is a good pusher. I'm gonna try and go back. Yeah. Let them take the scarecrow, that's fine. I will collect candies from here and rather stay to defend. And by the looks of it, if I do quick calculations, I don't think we're gonna make it. I think this one is ours as well. There we go. And as easy as that, guys, we have won this game 3-0. And the main reason was we worked very well together, and the enemy team was very green. They wanted kills instead of focusing on mechanics. So remember that when you play in your own DireTide, guys. Alright, so as you can see, we get 9 points for trick-or-treating, 2 for victory bonus. That was, if it's your first victory, you get plus 15, and then little here and there added points. So yeah, that is it guys. I hope this video helped you out a bit. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will keep on putting these videos out for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always guys, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.